Well, hello lads, welcome you to another Rising Night episode. We are back with Mr. Hashimoto. Let's get right into it, shall we? Hey kid, have you called that number on the site? Huh? Oh, not yet. Alright, excuse me for a second. I pull out my phone and input the number on the van. Ah, that is a ASMR. Uh, Anything, sir? Nope, nothing more than the beeps of the busy signal. Darn. Did you at least find out who the van's registered under? Correct. The van seems to be registered under one of the victims, namely the one with the least injuries. Well, if that ain't a coincidence, I don't know what is. Mind if I talk to him? That's assuming he's awake, sir. Oh, right. Well, there is only one way to find out. I walk back towards the front of the train station where I see most of the ambulances have already taken off. Luckily for me, I see the paramedics talking to who I assume to be one of the five suspects.
Are you able to tell me the number of fingers I'm holding up?
Uh, it's okay, take your time. Hey, you two. Is he up to talk for a minute or? Give us a moment, Lieutenant. He's just gotten up. If you'd like, he can call you over when he's ready. Yeah, that'll be fine. While the paramedics do their thing, I take a seat on a nearby step. And this time I'll be able to leave it a few of my questions answered. Oh, will that be nice for a change? Luckily for me, it doesn't take any longer than 5 minutes before the guy finally musters up a coherent sentence. Where am I? You're at the Sovereign City train station. We found you and a couple others unconscious. Huh? The man quickly leans forward, causing him to grasp his hand in pain right after. Sir, take it easy. You shouldn't strain yourself. Keep this on your head. The paramedic hands the man an ice pack to put on his head. As he puts it on, his eyes open just enough to be able to gather in his surroundings. That's when he eventually looks in my direction. Upon seeing my presence, I can see the man quickly become pale through the cuts and bruises of his face. Feeling better? You don't need to be scared, bud. I'm not going to hurt ya. What's going on? We're just here to ask you a couple questions about what happened. That won't be too much for you, will it? Um, Here, let's start easy. Yawn. Are you able to remember the people that attacked you? Do you know how many there were? Or is there anything else you can remember at all about what happened, really? I really don't know. He might need more time to recover, Lieutenant. Just hold off the questioning for now. Alright then. Once he's able to think straight, I'll see what I can pick out of him. For now, you're good to take him to the hospital so he can recover with the others. I'll check up with him in the morning. It's already late out as is, and I get a daughter who's probably staying up until the minute I get home. Understood. The paramedics load the person in the back of the ambulance before taking off. I wish I could have gotten at least some answers before wrapping things up, but I suppose I can't always have it my way. I'll just have to note down whatever questions I can think of when I next see him. Looking towards my truck, I see a line of people spectating along the street. I try my best to ignore them, but I'm eventually approached by a reporter. Sir, are you able to confirm that this is a result of the growing gang violence ravaging our city? We cannot confirm anything at this time, I apologize. What about the... Excuse me? The reporter forces the mic in front of me, but I lightly push it away while continuing towards my truck. This job doesn't get any easier, does it? I wait for the crowd of people on the street to part before making my way back to the station. Intriguing. Intriguing. What is going on in the city? Uh, No weekend day. Alright. And we are back to that. Ah, I step out of bed, planting my feet on the carpeted floor below. Open my closet and grab out the various clothes required for my school uniform. The blazer is slightly wrinkled, but it's nothing I can't fix after school. Heading to the bathroom to wash myself up, the mirror reflects the face of a guy who hasn't gotten proper sleep in days. A quick wash to the face and hair puts aside the problem, if only temporarily. I take out a pan from the bottom cabinet, setting it on the burner. Looking in my fridge, I take out an egg with a few pieces of bacon. I set the food on the pan, tapping my hand and encounter a rhythmically as I wait for it to cook. After a short while, I slide my breakfast onto a plate and set it down on the table. There is no sounds to be heard in the room besides the air blowing from the AC unit. It's a little irritating. I take a remote for the TV and turn it on to serve as sort of background noise. Why am I so tired? Jesus. At least I know how Atazoth feels at the moment. Finishing the last of my breakfast, I place my plate inside the sink. I'll have to clean that later today, but now I should start heading towards the bus. I grab my bag and make sure the TV's off before exiting the apartment. This time around, the school entrance was clear of any pesky club advertising. I can finally forget about all the club business for once. Inside my locker are the books required for my classes today. I take them out and replace them with my other textbooks. Closing the locker door, notice someone familiar in the distance. Isn't that the guy from Sayori's club? Huh. I'd have thought I'd remember him being this close to my locker. I turn away once he notices me looking in his direction. Nothing against him, but I didn't want him getting the wrong idea. Before I'm able to walk to the main hall, our eye sense him approach me. Hey, you're Sayori's friend, right? What does he want? He happens to be an acquaintance, sure. Well, I was wondering if I could talk to you about something. Sorry, but I have something to do before class. Excuse me. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think you'd maybe have some free time during lunch? I'm not sure. What about after school? I noticed him starting to follow me from behind. He really is persistent, isn't he? And here I thought Sarah could get a little annoying. I said I don't know. I just want to talk for a few minutes, that's all. You sure you don't have any time today? Please, Enough. You should go to class, there is no reason to keep following me. Right. I'm sorry. The kid walks off towards the other side of the hall with a defeated expression on his face. With him finally out of the way, I continue towards my first class of the day. Ah, come on, Atazoth. Couldn't you at least spare a minute? Like, my man. I step in the classroom, heading straight for my assigned desk. Thankfully, today should be easy. Atazoth, can you come over here for a second? Yeah. Confused, I walk over to my teacher's desk. I got a call earlier telling me to send you up to the principal's office. The principal's office? Why is that? I'm not quite sure. He only requested I send you over. You should go there immediately. Alright. It's going to be either that someone reported that he struck the girl, which he didn't, or the outside fight that they noticed. The principal's fight. Yes, the principal's fight. The principal's office, huh? I wonder what this is all about. You gotta be kidding me. Atazoth, please take a seat for me. I comply by falling back into one of the chairs, arms crossed. So, you mind explaining why I called you here? I'll allow him to explain it for me. You beat me up for no reason, and then you broke my fucking nose. No reason? You came to me first. That's enough, both of you. It has come to my attention that you, Atazoth, has assaulted him along with the other two students just outside the school premises. Is that correct? Yes. Do you have anything to say for that? The three of them came up to me first and then tried cornering me for something I didn't do. What might that be? Last week they blamed me for hitting her and wanted some kind of revenge against me. But you did. I said that's enough. So Atazoth, did you hit her? Of course not. She was trying to extort cash out of some girl and I stepped in to help. At the very worst, I grabbed onto her wrist to prevent her from punching that person. Right. And did you know this girl? No. I shouldn't wrap Sarah into this bullshit. She left before I could catch her name too. Well, what do you have to say about what he said? What he said was total underplay of what happened. Oh, great. You see, he proceeds to go on a near 5-minute rant about various stuff I obviously didn't do, some of which even contradicts her previous statements. I sit in silence awaiting my chance to speak up, and that's what really happened. I see. Well, it seems you've been active and fabricating the story. It's not fabricated, and you know it. I look over to the guy who surprisingly seems a little confused himself. Do you have any sort of proof for any of that? No, but I have a video of him assaulting them. What? There's no one in the area at that time except three guys. Can I see that video? Yeah, here. She pulls out her broken phone and sure enough it displays a video of the four of us. I also take notice of the starting frame, which is slightly after the first punch was thrown. It also seems as if she was recording behind something, as some sort of foliage covers part of the screen. The video doesn't play any real audio, or at least nothing of importance. Just the sound of the background wind with the occasional gasp. After about 30 seconds, the recording stops on a frame of me standing over the three of them. If it were to play just for a couple of seconds, it might have shown me sitting them onto the benches. Of course I doubt you want to show that part. Way to cherry pick what happened. What? I didn't show you getting on the bus right after leaving them hurt on the floor. You should be grateful. You should know that's not what happened. Just after. That's it. I know all that I need to know. Atazoth? Whether you provoked or not, the video clearly shows you attacking the 3 students, and for that, I believe a 45-minute after-school detention will be a sufficient punishment. 45 minutes? What kind of punishment is that? To my knowledge, Atazoth has attended 2 other schools along with this one, all without any records of delinquency. I suppress a smirk from creeping across my face as he says that. Didn't expect I'd be let off that easily, but hey, who am I to judge? The principal looks over at the guy who's been surprisingly quiet this whole time. You, on the other hand, have had multitude of incidents dating back to first year. The video might show him throwing the first punch, but it would appear as though the video shows only the aftermath of the whole situation. It also seems you and your friends made no effort to back away from the situation either. Am I correct?
Yes.
For the rest of the week, I want to see you and the other 2 students involved in detention for no less than 1 hour.
What?
You heard me. That's insane. He doesn't have to go for the whole week, and he's the one who caused all this. You have absolutely no proof of Atazoth starting any sort of trouble. The only proof you do have is easily understandable as self-defense. And while you condemn the act of self-defense in this school... What the fuck? What do you mean you condemn the act of self-defense? What is he supposed to do? Let himself be beat up? It would seem that being faced with this 3-to-1 odds, that he simply felt as if there was no other choice. Am I correct, Atazoth? Yes, thank you. As for what Atazoth said earlier about you attempting to extort money out of the girl, unless either of you can provide sufficient proof of the occurrence, no action will be taken. I'm telling you I didn't. I'm not claiming that you did. If evidence pops out in the near future, however, you'll be getting the same punishment as your friend. Their second classes will start in roughly 10 minutes. I'll exempt your absence, but I advise you all to catch up with any of the work you might have missed. You 3 are now dismissed. 45 minutes, huh? I guess that could have gone a lot worse. The beaming sun greets me as I open the door leading to the school's rooftop. Lunch period rolled around before I knew it. Time right does go by quick, huh? I can finally take a much-needed break and enjoy some food. Hey. What is he doing here? Sayori told me you prefer to have lunch here, so I thought I'd try asking again, if you aren't too busy. And if I was busy, then I don't know. Whatever, it's probably just best to get this out of the way now anyway. Head over to one of the benches and sit down. 7 minutes. Huh? That's all the time I can spare to talk right now. Okay. Inside my bag since the lunch I prepared for myself the day prior. I pull it out along with the metal fork. Yes, metal fork. Metal fork I packed with it. It's around this time that he takes a seat on the other side of the bench. He hesitates for a moment before finally speaking up. So, you are that person she went to meet a couple days back, right? I suppose so. When did you 2 first meet? The day before she went to talk to me during lunch, so Wednesday. Huh. I thought she would have known you for longer. Why so? Well, I just thought maybe... You're Sage's friend, right? Yeah, we've been friends for quite a long time. Then you should already know how queer her overly cheerful personality can be. I guess you're right about that. I took a few bites out of my lunch as an awkward silence looms between us. If he's going to be so hesitant, why was he so persistent to talk to me? After a few more seconds, Jacob finally starts talking again. That isn't she wanna follow someone like you though. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like, you know. I helped her with a little problem she was having. After she phoned me the following day to say her thanks. Problem? What kind of problem would Sarah have? Nothing much, just some bitch trying to extort a new phone out of her. Eh? How's that just a little problem? And you mentioned, I guess that really would be more than just a small problem for someone like her. Well, yeah. Jeez. Sarah never told me she was getting bullied. Really? Figured she would have told you at some point. No, she never did. Uh-huh. So, you like Sarah? Well, I know how she can be sometimes, but as you two get a lot during the club presentations, I was wondering if you thought about her way she thinks of you. I don't think that's possible. Sarah's an interesting character. She can make even a mere stranger such as myself seem like her best friend. I guess you're right about that. Even so, she's been really upset since Friday. It kind of worries me. I just haven't seen her like that in a while, you know? Are you sure you guys had nothing going on? No. I already told you. Alright, sorry. It's not much longer before the awkward silence returns once again. I use this opportunity to check the time on my phone. It's been over 10 minutes. Is something wrong? I'm sorry if it's because of what I said. It's not. Just thinking is all. Oh. So, about the club. I know you're probably busy, but how come you left so early? I had to get ready for work. Oh. You know, the others were interested in meeting you. I mean, who wouldn't be if one of our members kept talking to one person in the crowd of two other people? Yeah, we really hoped more people would show up, but I guess people aren't all that interested in literature. I know that there's gonna be more chances in the future to try again, but it makes me wonder if there's more we could have done to reach more people then. Yeah, all that fine. Literature just isn't a top interest for many people, but that doesn't mean there's no one out there willing to give it a try. I assume your members are all there for a very reason. Yeah, I guess you're right about that. But what about you? Without me, do you think you'd be able to give it a try? Even for just a moment? I, I. Oh, why did you have to found an argument against me? Yeah, why? Why the hell do I find it so damn hard to say no to these people? I don't know, okay? It's alright. Well, it was nice meeting you, man. He extends his arm out with a closed fist towards me. Unsure what to do, I casually return the gesture. If you ever change your mind, we meet all days of the week. I'll, see you around, I guess. Arches Jacob stands up front bench and exits through the roof entrance. All the while, I remain seated. For some odd reason, I'm not even hungry anymore. Is anyone able to answer number 5? I knew it was useless. Oh, we're at Jacob's POV. I wonder how Sayori was able to convince someone like him to even stop by for the festival. It's like talking to a damn wall. There's just something I don't understand about that guy. The entire time he had this unwavering calm, yet firm voice. It felt like he didn't even want me there the whole time. I mean, he lightened up at the end, I guess. He originally said 7 minutes, but we ended up talking for around half the period. Despite that, he didn't really seem all that interested in Sayori or the club. Whatever, at least I can say it right. Jacob, how about you answer this for me? Why did she have to call on me? I quickly skim over the question and attempt to solve the problem as fast as possible. Then decide, oh, refactor the number, shit, then what? Were you even paying attention, Jacob? Yeah, I should just answer the question already. Is it 3 over 5? Incorrect. You should really be focusing on your work, Jacob. Yeah. Some student across the room raises their hand. Yes. Isn't it 5 over 3? Correct, thank you. Oh, come on, I just mixed up the two numbers, that's not fair. Focus on your work, as if I wasn't just one number swap away from getting the correct answer. This class really does suck. Real, I fucking hate math. Okay, class, that's all for today. Have a great afternoon. I stretch my arms out while stepping out of the classroom. Finally, I don't think this day could be any slower. I swear, the day I have to solve another math problem using only my head is the day I'll quit school entirely. After a short walk, I come across the room number for the club. Step inside, I'm greeted with the usual scene. Natsuki's by the closet, Yuri is at her desk, Monika's working on something, and Saris. What is Sari? Towards the opposite end of the room, I spot her sitting at the desk in the corner of the room. It looks as if she's staring blankly at a sheet of paper, possibly thinking what to write. The expression isn't reminiscent of the Sari I'm familiar with, however. It sort of reminds me of how she looked during the end of the festival. I should go check on her. Yeah, Sari. Sayori. To get her attention, I tap the paper as she's staring so deeply. Huh? Is everything alright? Yeah. Sorry if I made you worry. That is the least reassuring thing. Bloody hell. Are you sure? Everything doesn't seem alright to me. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? Sorry, we known each other for how many years now? It just feels like you're a little off. You worry too much about me, Jacob. I'm fine. Sorry shows me a big smile hiding the fact that she was spaced out seconds ago. You should go check on the address. He might still be sad over the festival. Alright then, just remember if there's anything you need to talk about, I'm here, okay? I know. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sarah before turning back towards the address. Natsuki still reading passively at her usual spot, but now it seems Monika and Yuri are engaged in conversation. I also noticed a container filled with cupcakes placed on one of the front desks along with Yuri's tea set. If these are from the festival, I'm surprised by how many remain, or at least to the cupcakes that were feasted on by the few who came to check out. I pop open the top of the container, I take one of the leftover cupcakes. Wait, they still look fresh. And taste fresh too. Did Natsuki bake another batch? I take another bite just to make sure. Yep, that's a new batch, alright. Cupcake in hand, I walk over to Monika and Yuri. Yo. Hey Jacob, what's up? Nothing much. Just seeing what you girls are doing is all. Well, Yuri and I were discussing the plan for this week, and I see you've already taken notice of the cupcakes Natsuki brought. Oh yeah. What's on them anyway? Some kind of special occasion? That is supposed to be for when any new members come in. Huh. Oh, right. I'm sorry. No, it's okay. It just, You might want to finish that quick before Natsuki finds out. Shit. I quickly check over to where Natsuki's sitting. It doesn't seem like she noticed, thankfully. Phew. Her eyes changed to the front when it popped back, I'm afraid. Anyway, we've been doing the same activity ever since you joined the club, so I wanted us all to try something new. After all, assigning poems every club meeting isn't typical for a literature club. I see. So what do you girls have in mind? That's what we're unsure of. I propose that we find a book to read as a club. That way we can express our thoughts together while we read. I second that. There is a few novels I'd love to share with you all.
Yeah, there's no way I'm reading part of the Markov anytime soon.
Later, as Natsuki chimes in from the other side of the room, bringing her into the conversation as well. I instinctively hide the cupcake away behind my back, hoping she didn't notice.
And it's not like you guys would like to read anything I would normally read, so you can scratch that idea.
Natsuki. She's right. As nice as it would be for us to all pick up a book together, we all have our own different interests. We need to find something that works for everyone.
We can always go back to doing our own things and reading silently.
This is a literature club, Natsuki. We need to find something that works for everyone.
I don't have any other ideas then.
How about short stories? It's like what we've been doing with the poems, except more narrative. I believe you're thinking of a narrative poem, Jacob. A short story is simply that, a shortened story. Oh. Sorry, I thought they were pretty much the same thing. Short stories, narrative poems, they're all both great suggestions, Jacob. If I had to choose though, I'd go with the short stories. Is there a DDLC plus... No, the side stories. I'm a fucking idiot. Whatever. Oh, bloody hell, we have overstepped so much. Well, lads, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Press like, comment, subscribe, join the Discord, and I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.